Welcome back everyone, I'm K Plays Games, this is EVE Online and we're back with one of our brand new characters. This time, as you can tell from the weird ship, the Gallente character. On day one of this character's life, they ran all 5 career agents and they got 65,000 skill points from doing that and the daily goal, and then they ran the Sisters of Eve epic arc by spending those skills to give it enough DPS. On day 2, we got a further 85,000 skill points from the air career program, and we invested those in a cruiser and we got to running level 2 missions. Today, I don't think there's any chance at all of us getting up to level 3 missions because we need either 3.0 Gallente Federation standings or 3.0 with any one corporation. Now we do have 3.76 with University of Kale, so I could just call this video done here and say, hurrah, we've got level 3 missions. But no, I need level 3 security missions so we can destroy things. And their only level 3 missions are distribution. We also have 3.23 with inner zone shipping. Not quite sure how we got those, but we do. These also only have distribution agents. If we were going to go for level 3 missions and 3.0, I would need to find a corporation to do that with, and to get even more skill points, I had forgotten in my haste, I was just concentrating hard on the overall career point tracker in the air career program, and I completely ignored the fact that each of the 4 careers also has its own tracker. As we see, Industrialist is 655 out of 750. Now there are 1,000 career points available in each career, but you only need to get 750 to complete it. And when you get 750 points, you get 100,000 skill points. And we're very close to finishing Industrialist, we're very close to finishing Enforcer. And if we do complete both of those, that will probably give us enough points to get to the next threshold in the overall tracker, which is another 100,000 skill points. So that's 300,000 skill points, plus the 10,000 we'll get from the daily tracker. So that'll be 310,000 skill points. And that's enough either to make our cruiser really quite good or upgrade to a battle cruiser. The only problem, of course, is that battle cruisers are very expensive. The one we would go for would be a Brutix because it's a gunship, and as we know, we've been sinking lots of skills into gunnery skills, so it makes sense to do a gunship. This is a fantastic ship, as we see. 10% bonus to medium hybrid turret damage and 7.5 bonus to armor repairer amount per level. So it hits hard and it tanks hard. But the issue we have with the Brutix is that Brutix costs 71 million ISK. We have 448,000. So yeah, that's going to be a bit of a struggle. And one thing we can do pretty much immediately is deliver the frigate that we began constructing. Apparently we need to go there, so right click, facility, set destination. So we need to go there, deliver that frigate, and that will instantly give us how many career points? Go away, Aura. How many career points? 15 career points. And I believe we should have enough minerals to manufacture a destroyer straight after that. Okay, our destroyer blueprint is here, so we need to go there after Fricoeur. Right, not going to be an issue. Why am I in this weird looking ship? Well, this is the scanning ship. Because if we look at the Explorer career, and if Aura would kindly bugger off, scanning. We need to scan 25 cosmic signatures to get 25 career points, and up to 50 to get another 50 career points. And if we find data or relic hacking sites, we can hack containers. We only need to hack 25 and we'll get a buttload of career points. We've done 3 out of 5 already. Another 2 and we'll get 15 career points. And then 25, and then 30, and then 50. And if we scan wormholes, we only need to scan 15. Scan 1, we'll get 10 career points. Scan 5, 15, scan 10, 20, and scan 15, 30. And combat sites. So this is interesting. These are the combat sites you find with your probe scanner. You don't even have to go into them. As soon as you land on the acceleration gate, which leads into the site, you get the air career credit. So we found 3 already. Find another 2, we'll get 15 career points. Find 10, we'll get 20. And then find 15, we'll get another 30. So we can do quite a lot of the Explorer career. And that then takes the pressure off the Industrialist, so we don't have to completely spam the hell out of this. Salvage. We've done 15 out of 25 wrecks, just another 10 and we'll get 25 career points. And salvage 50 wrecks, will give us 50 career points and finish the industrialist career. I'm probably going to do distribution agents because they're really good for farming standings because they're really quick to complete. And every 16 regular missions of the same level for the same faction, you get offered a storyline mission which, when you complete it, will boost your faction standings. So I'm probably going to do distribution agents anyway, and there's some mining agents as well. Might as well do these because why not? We'll get money and career points and other gifts. There's a mining laser upgrade. There's an industrialist hauler skin crate. I mean, it's all good, easy things. So if we're going to do mining agents and distribution agents as part of the industrialist career and to push the overall tracker up, and we're aiming for level 3 security missions, it would be nice to find a corporation that has all these things. And I spent a very long time investigating every single Gallente Federation member. And if you go to Agent Finder, and I put this on Astral Mining. Astral Mining have mining agents, as you can guess from the name. Like 3 jumps away, they do have an agent, but he's marked in red because he's a storyline agent, so we can't actually use him. So I went to the next closest one, who's in Trossier, apparently. So I went to the next nearest one in the system of Ophé, because there's 2 of them, and they're actually both in the same station, so we can accept both missions and do them at the same time. Because level 1 mining make you mine between like 1,000 and 2,000 cubic meters, so we'll just blitz these really quickly. And then when we go to distribution, we can actually go straight to level 2 missions for distribution. And unfortunately, they've only got 5 level 2 distribution agents, and they're all on different systems, so we couldn't double up, but it's fine, they're nice and quick. So I've stationed our little hauler in this system to run missions for this guy. And then if that goes well, we can switch over to security. We have some level 2 security agents very close, so we can do those. And then if we get to 3.0 standings, they have level 3 security agents as well. So this one corporation offers mining, distribution and security. That's quite rare. And it's even better that they're all relatively close. So that's who we're going to be working for. I've laid in a course to Fricure to deliver the frigate, and then we'll go over to Eggy and see what there is to do there. And as we go there, we're going to go scanning. And I've fitted this ship out to be a proper scanner now. It now has a micro warp drive and the Tech 1 relic and Tech 1 data analyzer. And in the course of preparing for today's video, I have accidentally done 3 jumps. And when we scan 5 SIGs, we're going to get 10,000 skill points. We're going to manufacture a destroyer, so that's going to be manufacture an item, and we're probably going to kill 25 things. But then downtime's going to hit, and we're going to get another 10,000, but I'm just going to ban myself from doubling up. Remember, this series is all about simulating doing 1 day per time, and if I spread one video over 2 downtimes, I'm going to end up getting 20,000 skill points instead of 10. So we'll just ban ourselves from spending the other 10. There we go, that's our air daily goals and a lot more stuff scanned, so claim all these, thank you very much. That's another 10,000 skill points. So we're allowed to spend 10,000. And this cosmic signature is being suspicious. All the other ones have been the training sites. Regular, normal, full strength sites will spawn in these systems. So I'm wondering if this is a wormhole or something. We'll scan it anyway. What is this thing? Are there any skill points we can spend immediately to help out what we're doing? Yes, if we go to skills and scanning, I'm going to get my hacking and archaeology skill levels up. This gives our hacking tools a little bit more health each, so we'll put them both up to level 2.
Skill training completed.
Still got 3,000 skill points to spend. And what I would like to spend those on is the biology skill, because the biology skill increases the duration of your boosters by 10%, by 20% per level. So that would be 40%. Because, ooh, it's a combat site. Okay, we know we have no chance of running this combat site in this ship, but we know that our Sisters of Eve running destroyer is in this system. And if needs be, we can strip all the small weapons off that and stick them on a frigate for frigate combat if it's a frigate-sized site. What is this thing? But we do not have the biology skill. We'd have to buy it. And apparently it's for sale in the system by an NPC, so we'll buy that. It is a rogue drone infestation sprout. We'll just warp to it.
Warp drive active.
2 out of 10 combat site. Now 2 out of 10s allow destroyers inside them. So I think as soon as we get the credit for landing on this site, if I quickly go to Explorer and combat sites, we're going to get credit. Yeah, 4 out of 5. As soon as we landed, we got the credit for being at this gate. You don't even have to enter the site itself. So if we dock up here
warp drive active.
and then go and actually get our destroyer, we can run this site, because that will give us Enforcer combat sites, complete 1 combat site out of 5. But we'll also get kill more enemies, because we still need to destroy more enemies, which is combat. Yeah, we still need to kill 15 enemies to get to 250 enemies killed, which will be another 40 career points. So today is going to be all about farming career points, and then hopefully finding them 70 million ISK somewhere. Now some of these scanned combat sites can drop multi-millions, but I don't think this is one of them.
Warp drive active.
So let's have a go at this 2 of 10, shall we? What have I got loaded? Lead. Why have I got lead loaded? Is that just so we're stable? Yeah, seems to be. And tungsten's a long range for Kristen Parthis. Okay, we'll stick with lead. Got them grouped in groups of 2. That's fine.
Warp drive active.
If this had been a Serpentis 2 of 10, then I would have been very excited, because that can drop a couple of 100 million. This drone one is just... it's awful. All the drone sites, the drone DED sites are absolutely terrible. Every single one of them. Die, stupid drone. Right, let's go.
Warp drive active.
Ooh, we have a straight operation bunker, which is marked as a Dead Space Overseer structure. In that case, I'm going to blow that up. Let's just approach it. What is my range? 18 to 25, okay. These little tiny drones just disintegrate as soon as you look at them. As we can see, they are not worth considering. If nothing else, we'll get a little tiny bit more bounty from these drones. It all adds up and helps us get to the 5 million bounty threshold that we need. Literally on full health. 788 out of 788 shield. Nothing even landed a finger on us. Right, what is in this Dead Space Overseer structure? Nothing. It didn't even drop a loot can. Well, what was the point in that then?
Warp drive active.
What was the point in that? Oh, that's terrible. And there's another one here. Hive under construction. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be destroying all of that. But there are these cans, so let's have a look at these cans. If anything drops loot in here, it's going to be these cans. Well, there's plenty of enemies here, if nothing else. Including a cruiser. Oh, that's fine. We can kill cruisers, we know we can. I'm just going to bring the ship to a halt just now. Just to aid my own tracking. We'll just clear out the frigates. Apparently destroying this hive under construction does absolutely nothing, so I do question why it is marked as a Dead Space Overseer structure. Hey, there we go. There's another daily goal. So we've got another 500,000 ISK by killing 25 NPCs. I should perhaps really have been saving bookmarks here, so I could come back and salvage all this lot, but I'm not sure I can be bothered. I think I left all my salvagers up where my cruiser is anyway, so we'll run level 2 missions later on and salvage those. I'm not overly concerned about salvaging right now. We've got our 10,000 skill points. Did we spend the other 3,000? No, we didn't. No, I'll have to find something to do with that. What is on my giant list of 310,000? There's a 5th tier's Overseer's personal effects worth 180,000. Now we've got to fly all the way round this thing to get underneath it to get the other canister. I don't think there's anything I need to spend the other skill points on just now. We'll just wait until we've got the other 300,000. He says with confidence. If we manage to find another combat site and find a good loot drop and get like 100 million or so, then we can buy a battle cruiser, and that will then allow us to run the higher level of these combat sites which we scan down. Because there is zero chance of us getting to 3.0 standings. There just simply isn't enough hours in the day. God, this is going to be really slow, isn't it? I wonder if we can clip through this thing. Let's just double click somewhere. Now the site we're in has despawned because we've opened one of the cans and killed the cruiser. But a Serpentis hideaway is shown up, so we'll run that after this. Because we know we can do hideaways. Hideaways are easy. Especially in a long-range fitted destroyer. If I ever get around this bit of terrain. Oh, no. Okay, I thought we could clip through it, but no. The hitbox seems to be the entire thing. Oh, goodness. Right, thank God, we're finally underneath it. The only good thing about these drone combat sites is that nobody runs them because they're absolutely worthless. Right, that's all the enemies dead. Site complete. We'll just go and pick up the rogue drone container. There's 2 reasons we're going to do the hideaway. One is because there is a 5% chance of a commander spawning, and commanders can drop nice things. And 2, there's also a 5% chance of it providing us a 3 out of 10 escalation, which we can run in our cruiser. And the 3 of 10s can drop a couple of 100 million. Oh look, we got 400 isogen. So this 2 out of 10 dropped a 5th tier Overseer's personal effect worth 180,000 and some isogen worth 100,000. 200,000 for that. The drone sites are absolutely terrible. I wonder if entering this will count as us entering a combat site. Yeah, these guys look like they're at decent range. I'll just slowly approach. Did we get credit for this being a combat site? Combat sites. Yes, we did. Alright, so these anomalies count as combat sites for the air career program. This is good to know. So we'll just hit as many of these as we can. Or if we're in our scanning frigate, we'll just warp in and then warp out, because we get the credit as soon as we land, so who cares? We can always find more later on after we've finished the air career program. Hideaways come in 2 versions. There's this one, which is the long range version. You can tell because it's got the telescope and you land about 25-30 kilometers away. And there's a different version which has got a bunker in the middle and you land at about 15 destroyer doing destroyer things and wiping out all the frigates. Oh, no commander and no escalation. Oh well. We'll dock at the station.
Warp drive active.
We have at least done enter 5 combat sites, so we got 15 career points. Hurrah! And we did some more scanning, so we got to 25 sites, so we got another 25. Not bad, not bad. Good start to the day.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Just, I'm going to put that in our scanning frigate. And when we've got the scanning frigate, I'm going to load up all the other minerals as well If we've got enough room, yes we do. I melted down all the garbage loot that was here just to make some space and to give myself some more minerals. What is this? Medium hyperspatial velocity optimizer 1. Oh, I know what they're for. I spent some of our money on the expanded cargo holds and Tech 2 inertial stabilizers for our hauler to make our distribution missions faster, and I'm going to take the mining yield booster as well so we can drink that when we're doing our mining missions. This is going to be our little taxi for today. A, so it can scan, and B, because it's got a decent cargo hold at like 400 or something. Yeah, 400. So this can haul quite a few things around for us. What is the align time on this thing? 4.85, that's fine. It's fast enough. It's a hideaway, so we'll walk to it. And before we land, I'm going to go to Explorer, Combat Sites, Track. That one. So we should get this. Yeah, it's gone to 10 immediately, so we've just earned more career points. And then we'll walk to the refuge.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, we don't even have to fight in the sites, so nothing in the sites prevents warping out. So as soon as we get close to the refuge, that'll go to 11 out of 15. See, the air career program is not difficult. It really isn't. There you go, it's ticked up to 11 before we even decelerated out of warp. I wonder if we go back to that hideaway,
Warp drive active.
will it tick up to 12? Ow, hit in the face by a light missile, that hurt. Oh my god, it does. Oh, CCP, what have you done? In that case,
Warp drive active.
I'm just going to warp to the next Stargate and warp back to this hideaway and warp back to the Stargate and warp back to the hideaway. If they can't code their game properly, it ain't my fault. So the game's not intelligent enough to realise that we just warped to the same site twice and it gave us credit both times we warped to it. Oh dear. Oh dear. Right, so we're now at the Stargate, so we'll warp back to the hideaway. I'm not going back to the refuge, that's for sure. I don't want to take another light missile to the face. That took off like 100 shield. Oh, CCP, never change. Now who am I to complain? 13 and 15? Okay, this is going to work. Oh dear.
Warp drive active.
We'll do this another 2 times and then we'll complete that. I mean, we just done the 10, so that's 20 career points. And this will be another 30, so that's 50 career points for just bouncing between a site and a Stargate. Right, having done that to and fro the same site thing 15 times, we've finished the Enter 15 Combat Sites career path and got a bunch of career points. I'm in the process of scanning down a wormhole in the next system. This will give us some career points for scanning one of these things. We only need to get to 15 of those. And that's not going to be an issue. The wormholes are not exactly rare. And they're not exactly difficult to find either. There we go. Go up to 8 again. Get this. This site is being very difficult to pin down. It probably means it's a sleeper cache. I'm not sure I'm going to attempt a sleeper cache in this ship. Big rewards in those, but they do have environmental dangers, which I'm not prepared to deal with. And I'm not sure we've got anywhere near enough hacking strength to complete them anyway. It is a data site, which is what these sleeper caches are. But some of the safe, enemy-less ones are also quite hard to find, so we'll keep trying. Okay, what you can do, you hold control and then scroll in. This will tighten up our probes. Get them right on the site. We don't even know the name of this site yet. All we know is it's data site 60.7. When we get it to 75, we'll see the name. It is a level 4 scanning difficulty. 69.9, which is nice, but not nice enough. So we'll hold control and scroll the probes in even closer. Zoom right in, get them right on top of the site. This is gonna be a sleeper data cache. 73.5, come on. Even tighter formation. Get them right on top of the ping. Still don't even know what site this is. This is the problem when you've got like 500,000 skill points. You can't find anything because you've got terrible skills. 73.2 have actually gone down. We don't even have any scanning upgrades on this ship. I don't know what that thing is. All I know is that we can't do it.
Docking permission requested. Docking
So let's just ignore
accepted.
it. Must have been a sleeper data cache. Well, we've got our blueprint. That's our Navitas. How much is this worth? Can I sell it here? 98,000. Or just sell it. I mean, I'm absolutely broke. So there we go. 2 million. No. Yes, 2 million ISK now. Most of that's come from doing the daily goals. Yeah, we're going here to build this Algos. Algos are really nice ships, actually. 1 Moon 14, good. I'll just scan on the way, see what else we find. If we find any cruiser-capable combat sites, I mean, we're kind of equidistant between our destroyer and our cruiser, so I can go and pick up either one of those. If we should find anything.
Warp drive active.
There's a decent number of people in local space, so things have been cleared out. There's nothing for us to scan here. But we have at least earned some career points, and all we've done is just travel to deliver a job and then travel to make another job and scan as we went. Right, we're here, so let's offload all the minerals because we need to build this destroyer. Use blueprint. Yep, got enough minerals. Lovely jubbly. It's going to take 2 hours and give us an Algos at the end of it. And we've done the fourth and final that we were going to do. Daily goal. Manufacture an item. So we got 500,000 ISK. Lovely. We'll leave this blueprint here as well. Anything I need to pick up from here? No. I did forget about the biology book, but I'll pick that up off camera. We need to now go and do some courier missions. We're in the same system as our courier ship, so we'll go and fit all this stuff to it. Then we'll do the 20 courier missions that the air courier program demands of us.
Warp drive active.
And courier missions are extremely simple, especially at level 2. I would not do level 4 courier missions. They send you too far away. The amount of stuff they want you to take is gargantuan, which means you need to use a very large, slow ship. As I said, the distances are long and they're just not worth it. Level 2 and level 3 is where it's at for these things.
Docking permission requested.
Here we are, so we'll just take all this stuff out, swap over to this, and change the fitting because all these are garbage, so we'll get those out. It aligns in 10 seconds. EVE Online works on a 1 Hz server tick, so that's 1 second, so you always round up to the next second. So this takes 10 seconds to get into work. That's too much. So put on 3 inertia stabilizers. Now it's 5.72, which is 6 seconds. If I was to throw on another 2 of these, it would still be 5.29, which is still 6 seconds because you always round up. And we'll put on 2 expanded cargo hold too. So we've still got 4,000 cargo space remaining. Going to put on these 2 medium hyperspatial velocity optimizers, which increase the the ship's warp speed from 5 to 6.41 AU per second. Again, just for faster travel time. Right, talk to the agent. Request mission. And he wants us to take 420 cubic meters of cargo from this station to this place 3 jumps away. We've only got 28 minutes to do it, but I don't think that's going to be a major issue. And I will do missions like that 20 times. And then that's it. That's how level 2 missions go.
Warp drive active.
Level 3 will give larger cargo, like a couple of thousand cargo instead of 400. And the distances will be longer as well. So level 2 are not going to take me very long to do. That's why I spent the money on the travel fit to make the ship as fast as it can at aligning and warping. Because I've got a long day ahead of me, and every single second I can save is going to add up.
Warp drive active.
I'm going to click this, click the options and the agent and add waypoints so I can find my way back. So I've laid in the route path. You could possibly fit the cargo expanders to your little scanning ship, because the scanning ships, as we know, have 400 cubic meters of cargo. But usually when you're doing these distribution missions, you'll find a corporation that has multiple agents in the same station, and then you'll run all of them at the same time. I could have done that, but then these corporations don't have security agents. But if you're aiming for faction standings, that doesn't matter, because faction overrides corporation. As we know, we can use any level 2 agent for any corporation that belongs to the Gallente Federation, no matter our standings with them. We look at Fed Intel, we've got 0.07 with them, and yet we can use all of their level 2 agents because faction overrides corporation. So if I'd done a little tiny bit more research, I could have found a Gallente station which has multiple level 2 distribution agents and run multiple missions at the same time.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Well, we're here, so that's 1 out of my 20 missions done. Speak to the agent. Complete mission. Right, I'll go and do that another 19 times. And after not too long, here we are, just about to complete the final of our 20 distribution missions. As we see on the tracker on the left hand side, 19 out of 20 have been done. So let's start conversation with the agent and complete the mission. And that has put us up to 760 points in Industrialist. We do have 760, we were on 730. We've just finished the career, and annoyingly the counter stops counting at 750, but we are on 760 because we can keep going. So I'm going to keep going because we can do 20 mining agents, and that will give us even more career points, which will help the tracker along the bottom. And that means we need less overall points from the Enforcer career or Explorer or Soldier of Fortune to take us to 2,250, but we have got 100,000 skill points from this, so let's claim all this. We destroyed 250 enemy ships. We did that in the drone 2 of 10, entered 15 combat sites. We cheesed that because we entered the same combat site like 12 times, and for some reason the game let us do that, so I took full advantage. Scanned 25, entered 10 combat sites, earned 500 loyalty points, and 250 obviously because we earned 500. Completed 15 distribution agent missions and 10 and 20. Entered 5 combat sites and lots of other stuff as well, so we'll just claim all of this just here. Oh, looky, all this stuff. Hey, okay, we'll open that. We'll get a Cryos blueprint. That's a specialised minerals hauler that hauls minerals. So we got that for reasons. We'll activate this license for our... That gives us an alternate skin for our venture mining ship. Probably sell the others. Oh, we've got this box, which is a Minmatar skill book. Small low friction nozzle joint. This increases the align time, or decreases the align time, I should say, of a small ship. And this medium cargo hold optimization adds 15% cargo to a medium ship but has a drawback of -10 armour amount. So we've got one spare rig slot on this ship, so I'll just drag it in. So this ship now permanently has a little bit more cargo. So we'll take all this stuff with us because we don't need to leave them here at this station. Now we have this agent of interest. That's because we have run more than 16 level 2 missions for the same faction. So in my email will be a communications from an agent saying they need our services. And this is a storyline agent. We can preview it if we go to opportunities, agent missions. We'll see this is the one. And we can look at the details before we go there. We need to take 32 crates of this, which is 320 cubic meters, from their station to another station. And that will increase our faction standing. Speaking of standings, here we are, Astro Mining. I've done 20 missions, and it's just like... It's just tiny little amounts. We've done 0.27 after 20 level 2 missions. And that is with social level 3. And social increases the amount of standing you get per mission by 5% per level. So we're actually getting 15% more than we would have done before we did that skill. So it's going to be very slow. We're not going to get to level 3.0 with Astral Mining today. Gallente Federation's at 1.38. So we're probably not going to get there. But when we complete this storyline, it is going to increase our Gallente Federation. But we just got 100,000 skill points to play with. Remember, 30,000 of this I'm not allowed to touch. So, what we can do connections 1 and connections 2.
Skill training complete.
Connections just gives
Skill
you
training completed.
a static boost to any positive standings you have. It just gives you an instant jump. So now when we go back to the character sheet, Gallente Federation 2.07. When you mouse over it, it says base standings 1.38. That's where we were. And we've got plus 0.69, which is nice, from connections. And our corporation with Astro Mining is now 1.05. It should be 0.27, but we got plus 0.78 from connections. As you can tell, Astro Mining went from 0.7 and got plus 0.78, but Gallente Federation 1.38 and only got plus 69. That's because the higher you go, the less the buff matters. So we've got a nice little boost. We can at least get started on this stuff now. Is there anything else we need to do skill-wise before we go mining? Don't think so. I'm just going to mark the ones we've done in blue to remind myself not to do them. Social 3, connections 1 and 2. I believe that's all we did, wasn't it? We can check that by going to character sheet, history and skills. Sort by date. Yep, social, archaeology, hacking, and social and connections. Archaeology 2, hacking 2. We never actually used these, but there you go. So let's go and speak to this agent. So here's the storyline agent. Now, the storyline agent does say level 1. All storyline agents themselves are always level 1, but the level of the mission they give you is equal to the level of the missions you ran to generate the offer, because your storyline offers come from the closest storyline agent. So you can run level 4 security missions and it will send you to this level 1 storyline agent, but they will give you a level 4 storyline mission. This confuses people an awful lot. Okay, well you need to take this from here to there. We're not getting paid any implants or anything. Sometimes storyline agents give you implants as rewards. Now the other thing to note about storyline agents is that all of their storyline missions are drawn from the same pool, and that pool has mining and combat and distribution missions mixed up in it. We got lucky that we were given a distribution mission, but that does not mean anything. We could have run combat missions to generate this offer and still got this mission, and conversely, we ran distribution missions to get this offer and we could have been offered a combat mission. But we've lucked out. We didn't need to change a ship or do anything cool, so we'll just go and deliver this. A couple of very short jumps later, here we are. We'll just complete the storyline mission. And there we go. Let's check our faction standings. Character sheet, interactions, standings. Go. We've gained some with Astral Mining. We've gained some with Interzone Shipping. We've lost because they dislike the Gallente Federation. We've gained with all of these who are friends with Gallente, and we've gained with Gallente. We've gained 0.053. Wow. There's the big jump for the Sisters of Eve Epic Art, plus 0.649, and we got 0.053 for that level 2 storyline. Not huge, not great. What I'm going to do now is that I'm going to go back and pick up our Imicus, and then we're going to go mining, and I'm going to change where we're going to do mining. I was going to do mining in the system of Fae, because we were going to do level 1 mining missions, but I've changed my mind. We are going to do level 2. Go to Agent Finder, mining level 2, high set, Gallente Federation, Astral Mining. If we go to the system of Ursulert, there are no less than 4 level 2 mining agents for Astral Mining. Why is this important? Because some level 2 mining missions want you to do 6,000 cubic meters, and that's more than one venture cargo hold. There are, in the game, only 6 level 2 mining missions. 2 of them make you do 6,000. The other 4 are like between 1,000 and 2,000. So my plan is to go to Ursula, and if any of them offer me a 6,000, I'll just decline it, and then cycle through the 4 agents until they give me ones I can do, which are easy. Because the venture holds 5,000, we can do 2 of the smaller missions at the same time, just go from site to site. That's the plan. So let's go and get our Imicus. And here we are, ready to pick up our venture. What I am going to do, I'm going to strip the fitting from this ship, like so, and get the extra probes and the mining booster, and we're going to transfer it all onto the venture. Because the venture, while he's on his travels, will do some scanning as he goes, because you never know, we could find something good. We'll take the mining booster, we're going to need that. Extra scan probes, I'll take off the chipset in the shield, and put the scanners, the hackers on. When we reach our destination, I'll refit to all this stuff. So let's go to Ursulert. And on the way to Ursulert, we should drop by Eggy and deliver the destroyer that we've been building. That will give us some more career points, and we'll probably just sell the destroyer straight away. Algos are really good ships, but you kind of need drones level 5 to make the most of them. And that is still quite some way away for us.
Warp drive active.
That's that job delivered. We've now got even more career points in industry. I do wish the counter would keep running, so it would say like 830 out of 750. Because at the moment it just stops. You get to 750 and it stops counting, even though you're actually generating points. Because it doesn't stop you getting more points here.
Docking request accepted.
Now our enforcer is at 705 and we need to get it to 750. But that's only another 45 points, and 45 onto 2035 is only like 2080, so we're going to need more points than just finishing enforcer. We'll finish enforcer, get that to 100,000. And then we'll have to get more points to push the threshold over 2250. That's why I'm going to do these mining missions. We do all of them, we get like 90 something career points for doing 20 mining missions. Where is the Algos? Here it is. View market details. Oh, we can sell it for $1 million here right away. It's very much a drone boat. As you see, 10% bonus to drone hit points and damage per skill level, and small hybrid turret tracking speed. Drone bandwidth 35, which is weird because 5 light drones is 25. So you can do something like 2 mediums at 10 each, that's 20, and then and then 3 lights are 15. So you do 2 medium and 3 light drones with this, even though they move at different speeds and it's all a bit janky. But it's very much a drone boat, but we don't need a drone boat, so I'm just going to sell it because I'd rather have the money. There we go, that's that done. Right, let's go mining in Ursula. I will scan on my way there. That's why we refitted the ship for scanning. And also, on the way there, I picked up the biology skill book, and I spent 2.5 million ISK on the Gallente battlecruiser skill book. So we'll do a couple of levels of biology. Check my little list. Yeah, biology 1 and 2. This will increase the duration of any boosters we take, such as the mining one I have on board. So we'll do 1
Skill training
and 2 of
completed.
that.
Skill training complete.
If I do find any relic or data sites, I will of course show you. Let's go. And after a short trip, we scanned some more sites. We found a couple of wormholes, so I'm sure we've got... we stopped off, we manufactured the destroyer. Yeah, scanned 5 wormholes. What's in this bundle? A small hyperspace rig for a frigate. Well, that's more points for industrialist at any rate. And we're going to earn some points for enforcer now, because we do have to spend 300 loyalty points. If we click this shield icon, this is a loyalty point store, and it's for the corporation which owns the station you're in. You can view your loyalty points by going to wallet and then LP corporations in the top right. There we go. We have 874 with astral mining. So let's spend some. And we're probably going to buy an implant, and an implant which is going to help us. So if we just do show affordable only, we can afford these. These are learning implants. These speed up, these enhance your attributes, which speed up your passive skill training. We're not doing passive skill training. So let's have a look at these. Mining upgrades. What does this one do? 1% reduction in CPU penalty of mining upgrade modules. Don't need that. Mining MX01. 1% bonus to mining laser and strip miner yield. I could use that. Bean counter science, bean counter. These are all science and research because it's a mining corporation. Different corporations will give different things in their loyalty point stores. Reprocessing. Okay, I think we'll go for the mining one. Why not? High wall mining MX01. Requirements cybernetics 1. Yep, we can use that. So let's buy this. Purchase this. Purchase. Yes, please. Right click. Plug it in. Implants are lost when unplugged and when you die. Are you sure you want to use this? Yes, please. You can view it in character sheet, character augmentations. And there we go. So we've now got 1% faster mining. Hurrah! Well done me. And well done me for coming to Ursula, because there are 2 level 2 mining agents right here in this one station. The other 2 in this system must be in different stations, but they are in this system. 6,000. Decline. Request mission. 2,500. That's what I want. Now you can only decline 1 mission every 4 hours from 1 agent. That's why I came here. So we've got 4 agents to cycle. If we get them all on the 4-hour cooldown, I will just have to accept the 6,000 cubic meter missions. As I said, there are only 6 level 2 mining missions in the whole game. 2 of them are 6,000. The other 4 are like this, either 2250 or 1,080 cubic meters, I believe. So if only 1/3 of them are the ones we don't want, and we need 20. We're probably going to get that offered 7 times. We can decline 4 of them, so this might work. And before we accept this, I'm going to right click show info on this air mining yield booster, which we got for something, I don't know, I can't remember, but this gives us an additional 5% mining laser yield for 4 hours. Consume that, and I shall go over to my mining fit, which is not the hacking tools. It is this survey chipset and the medium shield extender. Okay, it is in this system. Hurrah. We're getting paid 173 loyalty points and a couple of 100,000 ISK. Level 1 and level 2 mining missions just had their pay improved because they were absolutely awful. Well, they still are. Their pay was made slightly less terrible, but it is still terrible.
Drive active.
How many wormholes did I scan on the way here? That's not wormholes, that's Explorer, you idiot. Apparently we've done 5. Oh, we're on 9 out of 10 wormholes. And the good thing about this fit is that I can keep the probe launcher on it, and if something pops up on the scanner, I can just scan it when I'm doing these missions. It all adds up. Yeah, level 1 and level 2 mining missions have had their environments improved as well. Okay, let's sort these by distance. No, that. And approach. And turn on the tactical overlay so I can see where everything is. We'll do the mining chipset thing, put 1 on each. Now, the way that mining missions work, they give you the exact amount of ore that you need to complete the mission. So we are going to have to fully despawn all these rocks. Mission ore is immune to residue loss if you're using Tank 2 or other miners that have residue, so you will not lose any ore. And before they fixed that, obviously it would break the mission, because you'd get 1 cycle of residue loss, you'd lose some ore from the rock, and then that would leave you not enough to complete the mission. That still happens if you use mining drones. If your cargo is full, when your mining drone is returning with a load of ore, the mining drone simply deletes whatever it's carrying, and then that's the mission broken. And also in these missions, sometimes unscrupulous players will scan you down, warp in, mine 1 unit of ore, that breaks your mission, and then they will sell you that ore for 5 million ISK. Welcome to EU Online, everyone. I mean, to fix the griefing thing and to fix the mining drones breaking the missions thing, they should just change the missions to trigger complete as soon as the final ore is despawned. Because this augmine ore, if we show info, it has no industry tab. It cannot be melted down into minerals. It has No value on market. That's why we can't view market details. Its only reason for existence is to be handed over to the agent. And as I said, you do have to mine out all the rocks anyway. The one thing that is new now is that, of course, mining lasers now have a critical success rate. And if you get a mining crit, it spawns extra ore over and above what is in the rocks. So you can actually end up with more ore. You can end up with the amount of augmine that you need, but still have one rock to mine. And if you try and hand it in, the agent says, no, you need to go back and despawn the final asteroid. So that just begs the question, who cares if you give the ore to the agent or not? The agent should just say something like, this is a hazard to shipping, you need to go and remove it, I don't care what happens to the ore. And then as soon as the last ore is depleted, the mission should flag complete, because then you can use mining drones, because you don't need to hand the ore over. I mean, that's one way to fix these missions. But anyway, I'm just going to do this and nothing but this for the next few hours until I have done 20 of these goddamn mining missions. The good thing about this is that we are doing level 2, so we will get another level 2 storyline agent. Maybe this time it will be a security combat one, and we'll do that in the cruiser, because security missions give you more standing per mission than mining or distribution. So it would be nice to get a combat storyline. But anyway, I'll see you guys in quite a few hours once I've done 20 of these missions. Wish me luck.
Drive active.
Alright, I was, as we see on the left hand side, 9 out of 20 mining missions done. And I was scanning passively with my venture as I was mining, and I found this 2 out of 10 DED combat site, and that's what we're doing now in the Catalyst. I went on a 16 jump round trip. I went all the way home, picked up the Catalyst, came back, and the site is still here despite 19 people being in system.
Warp drive active.
I made damn sure I was coming back here because I know that this site can drop a couple of 100 million in loot, or it can drop absolutely nothing. Let's see if anyone else is in here. Okay, the site's completely untouched. Jolly good. We're definitely going to get enough enemies to get the kill 300 NPCs achievement. Not difficult at all. I don't think we need to bother with this salvaging one, but there's plenty here to be salvaged. A little interlude in my mining adventure to kill lots of things. And of course we're earning bounty all the time we're killing these things as well. That's always welcome, because we are trying to get to the 5 million in bounty as well. And we'll get one combat site completed. Now these combat sites completed can be either these scan signatures or the combat anomalies. We do not have to destroy the sentry guns in this pocket, so I'm not going to. I'm just going to go straight through the gate. I'm going to right click and abandon all of these wrecks so that someone else who comes in here can't steal them and go suspect. And if they see that they're being abandoned, that means they're free to take, so they might spend some time grabbing the loot instead of progressing through the site and chasing me. All these little delaying tactics you can do. Hopefully spread some breadcrumbs, make someone stop and have a look in them, or it prevents them suspect baiting you into PvP. The site is 4 rooms. This is room 2. There are 3 webbing towers here, so I'm going to have to approach the gate straight away and get my afterburner on. Next room is got 6 cruisers in it, and the final room is absolutely chock full of all kinds of horrible nastiness. But being a DED 2 out of 10, Destroyer is the largest kind of ship you can bring, which is why I brought the Destroyer. Usually in the final room I try and snipe the boss. There is a little frigate who is the boss, and if you can kill him and bookmark his wreck and then warp out, wait a few minutes for the site to despawn and warp back to his wreck, that's another good way of doing it, because as I said, there are rather a lot of nasty horrible things in the final room that I do not want to deal with. Or of course, if you're fast enough, you can kill the boss and then just get to his wreck, but I'm not sure I'm good enough to do that. Right, we've been slowed to an absolute crawl thanks to the web towers. I'll just kill the rest of the guys. This site can be quite annoying because if you're running it in your triple web like we are, and our maximum speed is 30.7 meters a second even on full afterburn, if someone else comes into this room behind me, they'll just micro warp drive straight to the gate and be in room 3 before I can even react, because all the towers are locked on me. I could of course use the directional scanner. We'll just undock that. Set it to 5AU, angle 360. And just scan every few seconds looking for combat probes or core scan probes, which will tell me someone else is on the way. But I don't really care that much, so I'm not going to. Come on, stasis tower, die. Let me through. There we go. Speed's coming back up now. There's only one web tower on us. How many enemies have we killed now? Hey, Enforcer's complete. So what did we do to do that? Yeah, killed 300 enemy ships, 50 career points. That is another 100,000 skill points right there. And we are short. We need 2250. We're on 2160. So we need another 90 career points from somewhere to get our other 100,000 skill points. But that is a good result right there. That's why I'm going to continue doing the mining agents. Maybe the salvage. Definitely more Enforcer stuff like bounties and combat sites. Maybe hopefully some more scanning as well. Okay, room 3. 3 little groups. One here, one here, one here. Let's just approach this lot. Get up here, kill all them. What is my keep it range? It wants to be something like 22. Yep, that's good. Again, this site is designed with destroyers in mind, so the cruisers that are in here are not all that deadly. They're not too bad at all. Just wipe out the frigates. Then we'll go for the cruiser. Then we'll approach this group over here and get these next, and then do the big middle group that's next to the gate. As you see, cruisers going down nice and easy. Good thing about cruisers, of course, is that they're worth tens of thousands each. Our small guns have no trouble at all tracking these big heavy cruisers. Right, smash all these frigates. Looks like the middle group is aggressed as well. That's fine. I want everything to aggress. Blitz them. Keep them at range. A, to lay myself up, and B, to get myself out of their weapon range. Increasing my own damage whilst decreasing theirs is always a good thing. Just kill all the frigates. Oops, missed the frigate. Just kill that doofus, and then I'll go and just sit on the gate. Ah, a Serpentist hideaway has spawned into this system, so if that's still there by the time we finish this site, that is what we shall do. Next room is the final room. I'm not sure if this ship is good enough to just go straight for the boss and kill it and bookmark the wreck. We might be good enough to kill the boss. Whether or not we're good enough to actually swoop in and grab the loot, I don't know. So we'll kill the boss, we'll bookmark the wreck, and then we'll just go to the hideaway. And by the time we've done the hideaway, the site will have despawned and we'll go straight back to our bookmark. That's why I've got my little bookmarks UI out. You get to that by going to the locations and then clicking this little button at the top that says open in window. This opens your personal locations in your current system. It's a very, very handy thing to have. It's one of my favourite additions to the game in recent years, to be honest. It's very, very good indeed. Right, we're actually too fast for these cruisers. We've pulled too much range. We're now out of range of them. Yeah, that's good. We'll just stop here. Let's put the descan range down to 1 AU. I'm very surprised that no one else has scanned and run this site.
The module has run out of charges.
Very surprised indeed, but very grateful as well.
A module has run out of charges.
I bet after all this, we're going to get nothing in this site. That's my prediction.
A module has run out of charges.
I'm just going to kind of double click along the gate, just so we're kind of moving away from the cruiser, because we were getting too many misses and grazies and glances offs. And so we're up to speed, so as soon as it dies I can just click the gate and we'll go straight through into warp. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, stupid destroyer. Get some triple digit damage on that thing. You know you can do it. Being sensor damped, that lowers our maximum target range, and the length of time it takes to target things is greatly increased. Okay, final room. Big ball of bad guys. That is what we need. The Shadow Serpentist Warden. So I'm going to approach. Do we have that? Do we want to snipe it with tungsten? I think we'll snipe it with tungsten. What is my targeting range? 36. Like now. Right, we'll just kill this guy, bookmark his wreck, and then leave. Ah, God damn. Lost my target lock because we got sensor damped by everything in the room. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Give me my lock back. Give me my lock. I'm just going to drop a bookmark here. Boss is dead. Let's leave.
Drive active.
Because I don't want to deal with this much damage on my little ship. I kept my locations UI open so I could check that that spot actually took. Did that by pressing Control B and then submit, and it marks the point in space where your ship is when you hit submit. It was easier than trying to find the wreck and right click the wreck and all that nonsense. Right, so that's one. This new overview is just appalling. I tried to drag a box and just target the NPCs, but it target locked all the asteroids as well because reasons. I hate that. I hate it so much. Then this will be another combat site done. And hideaways are good because they're like pretty much the easiest ones to run, as we see. It's just lots of little guys. And there's a 5% chance of a commander to spawn here, very much like the Shadow Serpentis guy in the actual big combat site. And commanders can drop hundreds of millions, even in these tiny little sites. And there's also a 5% chance for us to be awarded a 3 out of 10 combat site, which we will run in our cruiser. This is the kind of thing I was going to do later on today anyway, so
Warp drive active.
why not do it now when we have the destroyer here? We'll just do this other hideaway and then we'll warp back to our wreck. Now we see that the live cargo distribution has despawned because it's gone off the scanner. I'll just ignore that wormhole as well in case I accidentally warp to it. And someone else is in here, but we'll have a go as well. Just target lock, approach this thing. Hideaways come in two versions. There's a long range version, like this one, which you can identify by the big telescope. Then there's a short range version that drops you at 15 kilometers. This one drops you around 30. That person is using the incorrect type of drone. Well, nothing happened there, so let's go back to our wreck.
Warp drive active.
I'll just abandon all these wrecks and we'll go. So how many combat sites will be completed now? Back to Enforcer combat sites. Hey, apparently we've done 5. Alright, we got more career points. Nice. There we are. Everything in the site is despawned other than the wreck of the boss. Place your bets. What do you think? And we can delete both of these temporary bookmarks, so off they go. What do we think is going to be in this wreck? Is it going to be next to nothing? Or is it going to be 200 million-esque? And our survey says 464,000. Awful. Right, I'm going to go back to mining missions. Right, we have not quite done 20 mining missions. We've done 16 mining missions. But I did manage to get us over the line. We have completed the industrialist career by doing 15 mining missions. Yes, that got us enough to complete the industrialist career. And we managed to scan exactly 50 sites, and we found one more wormhole that gave us the 10 we needed, and that gave us the extra points we needed to get over the line for the 300,000 skill points. So we are on 2,265. So we made it with 15 to spare. So let's go to the air career program and claim all of our unclaimed rewards. And now we've got even more stuff. Oh look, there's a probe frigate there. I think I will just sell that thing. There we go, sell that. And we got some skins. We got one for the thorax, but I applied it instantly, so we've got that with us. Now, one thing I did not realise, when we got that storyline mission for Gallente, it was a mission called Amphibian Error. And if we go back to Astral Mining, we'll see that Amphibian Error is here. This massive uptick in standings here. That's because the agent that gave us that mission is a member of the corporation we want to work for. This is fantastic. So every time we do a storyline, we're going to get a huge uptick in Astral Mining. So Astral Mining's at 1.68. And we can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. If we do another 3 level 2 missions, but make sure that we do the third one really close to that agent, then we'll get that agent again and we'll get another uptick. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back to there, to that system, because that is where our thorax is, I believe. And we can do level 2 missions, like a couple of level 2 combat missions just to finish this off. So let's go and do that. That's much more fun. Let's take all this stuff with us if it'll fit. These are all the rewards we got from the air career program. This is all the leftover ore that I got from ore critical hits. We don't need that, so we'll just trash it. There it goes. I'm leaving all these missions behind. They're offered. That's all the ones that were offering me. Go and mine 6,000 cubic meters. Ugh. I just did not want to do that.
Warp drive.
So we can untrack that thing in the air career program now. Because I'm not doing the mining missions. At least not today. I might do them at some later date just to finish it off. But we'll do some combat missions until we get the next storyline, and then we'll see where we're at, and we'll call this video done. Because the whole point of today was to get 310,000 skill points, and we've done that. In fact, on the way, why don't we just spend them while we're in warp?
Warp drive active.
Gallente Cruiser 3, done. Gallente Battle Cruiser 1, 2 and 3.
Skill training completed.
Surgical Strike level 3, that was half done. As you can tell from the diagonal hatching, because every time we had spare skill points left over, we were just dumping them into Surgical Strike, so we'll just officially get that to level 3 now. Didn't need very many because it was half done. There we go. Medium Hybrid Turret level 3.
Skill training completed.
Controlled Bursts level 3, which reduces capacitor use.
Skill training completed.
Motion Prediction level 3, which increases our tracking and therefore our accuracy.
Skill training completed.
Drone Avionics 2 and 3, we've done level 2. Here's level 2.
Skill training completed.
And there's level 3.
Skill training completed.
Social 3, Connections 1 and 2 we did previously. Diplomacy is a good one. This increases your negative standings.
Warp drive active.
So all the minuses might go to pluses now when we do Diplomacy 1 and 2.
Completed.
Yeah, the only one we have negative now is Serpentis, and that's because I keep blowing up their ships, and they're pirates anyway, so who cares? So everyone that hates us now likes us a little bit. Because the interesting thing about that is that as soon as you go positive, your skill bonuses from connections kicks in. So they go from minus to being plus very quickly. Base standings minus 0.06.
Warp drive active.
Right, and after Diplomacy, Repair Systems 4. Oh, this is a good one. Repair Systems level 4. That's a lot of points. And Mechanics level 4.
Skill training completed.
Taking Mechanics and Repair Systems to level 4 opens up Medium Armor Repairer Tech 2. Here you go, Mechanics 4, Repair Systems 4. So we've got Tech 2 modules. Tech 2 tank, outstanding. Targeting, Signature Analysis 3, just so we can target lock things a little bit faster.
Skill training completed.
There we go.
Warp drive active.
And I believe Negotiation level 2.
Skill training completed.
Now I've miscounted something somewhere, or I've missed something off. Ah yes, weapon upgrades. God, we need this to be level 4, so there's level 3.
Skill training completed.
And there's level 4.
Skill training completed.
And weapons upgrades level 4 opens up Tech 2 magnetic field stabilizers. So we've got Tech 2 damage and Tech 2 tank now. And that's all the skill points spent. So we'll just offload all this stuff here. Switch over to the thorax. And now the thorax fit, because we've just literally trained lots of skills, this is going to be much better than it was. I don't think I took a note of what the stats were before, but this thing is much, much better now. And we've got lots of CPU spare. How much money do we have? 7 million. So now, if we wanted to, and we probably will, we can swap out these magnetic field stabilizers for Tech 2 versions. At the moment, with thorium, we're getting 217.8 DPS. And if we replace these with Tech 2 magnetic field stabilizers, we go up to 229.9. Nice. And we can replace the armor repairer with a Tech 2. So the armor repair goes from 33 to 38.3, and it's still camp stable. Power's not happy, but we can fix that. We can fix the power by taking off one of the two magnetic field stabilizers. We've gone down in DPS from 217 to 210, but that's not a huge issue because the tank's a lot better. We've only lost 7 DPS. We've gained a lot of tank from that. And we might have enough money to upgrade the guns from meter level 3 to meter level 4. It should be 200mm prototype Gauss guns. Yep, and then the DPS goes back to exactly where it was. So what we've effectively done, we've spent all these skill levels and we've improved the tank of the ship. But these will have longer range, slightly, because they're meter level 4 and not meter level 3. So I'll just save that fit, and I'll maybe go and buy all that stuff at some point in the future. But for now, we've got to just bash out some missions. Now, this is against Amar Empire, but we'll accept it anyway. I don't really care about blowing up their ships. They're not going to hate me. We've literally just done diplomacy skills. So we've pre-fixed our standings with these dudes.
Warp drive active.
Oh, this doesn't look like the most difficult of missions, does it? Not very many enemies here. So we'll just annihilate these doofuses. Keep them at range, 25k. All of these guys will drop loot, but it'll just be little dog tags that we can sell to NPCs in Minmatar space. Or maybe Minmatar NPCs here in Gallente space, but I can't really be bothered to loot and salvage. I'm literally just doing this for the blitz. Apparently we need to destroy a base as well whilst we're here. No reinforcements. Good, that's what I like to hear. Now, because we did weapons upgrades level 4, that opens up this skill, which is advanced weapon upgrades. This reduces the power grid need for all of your weapons by 2% per level. So I have purchased that, and we shall pick that up on the way back, because it's actually on the way home. And we'll dump one level of that on. There we go.
Drive active.
Easy mode. So let's hand in this mission. And on the way, I picked up the skill book and we trained it, and that gave us just enough power on this fit to fit the medium Tech 2 armor repairer. And we've got enough CPU for the magnetic field stabilizer Tech 2, so this ship is now better than it was before. Right, let's do another quick one. Simbotane. One jump away. So during the mission, we did get the email for another level 2 storyline mission. And if we go to opportunities, agent missions and find it, it is materials for war. And that is the agent demanding 1500 scordite. And when we look at market details, someone's been smart and they're actually selling scordite in the station with the agent at 350 ISKA unit. But I was smarter, I just went to the trade hub and bought it for 20 ISKA unit. I couldn't be bothered to mine it, so I just bought it. We're being paid 44,000 ISKA. I paid about 30,000 for the scordite, so I'm in profit anyway. Plus plus 2 implant, which we can sell for 1 million ISKA apparently. But the main thing is the standings. So let's complete that mission, and we'll go and speak to the storyline agent.
Warp drive active.
So we are at 1.68 with Astral Mining right now, and 2.12 with Gallente Federation. Yeah, we lost a little bit of Amar Empire standings for doing that Amar mission. I mean, quite a big drip. So usually I would deny missions against Amar or Caldari
Requested. Docking request
because they own areas of high security space, and I don't want to be kill on sight with them. But that only happens at -5, but it's good to keep your standings positive. So I usually decline missions fighting against these empires. I only accepted that because I was in a rush. Storyline agent, bring me the scordite. It's got a blue tick because we've got it on board already. Accept. Complete mission. Done. Grab the loot. And what has that done to our standings? Gallente Federation 2.22. We got plus 1.09 for that, boop, which is almost double what we got for Amphibian Error. And Astral Mining has gone bang. Look at that. Huge big uptick, 1.94. So I reckon if we keep doing missions, Astral Mining will get to 3 before Gallente Federation does. So yes, indeed, on day 3 of your life on EVE Online, you can get to the 3rd threshold and complete 2 of the 4 careers and the daily goals, and you'll get 310,000 skill points to play with. We have now the skills. We've got level 3 Gallente battle cruiser, so we can fly a battle cruiser and fly it quite well. All we need is 71 million ISK to buy the ship, and then probably another 10 to 15 to buy all the modules to put on it. So come back next time and we'll probably go on a level 2 destruction mission grind. Until then, do look after yourself, and I'll speak to you again soon.